participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A little screen to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bringing the heat. Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Side adjustments here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Motion from the back. Trying to keep the drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Off-play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down.
Well, this offense obviously knows this defense can get after them in the pass rush, so they're trying to move the launch point. They're trying to roll the quarterback away from the line of scrimmage to give him time, but it doesn't matter. You're seeing the speed this defense has up front.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Give to the back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Let's it fly. Picked off. The 50. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up in great field position.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Bama! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time he's got him. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Trying to take it back. Touchdown time! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Coming out with it, it's Jamison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lets one fly deep, and it's his fourth interception of the game. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played scores here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Off the play fake. Fires left. A strike downfield. All out of space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks one deep. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hauls it in. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Charles. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. He's got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this game.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed
after that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get sets?
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Crimson Tide now has it on 2nd down as we open the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Leon. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down. They're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds the big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and lead the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one.